Hi, we're the Salas Family, and we're on a round-the-world trip with our 2 kids. We just spent 2 months in South America, and we're making our way back to North America for a month in Mexico. After a couple of weeks in Mérida, driving across the state of the Yucatán and making our way to Playa, spending some time with our friends, we're going to be getting a place of our own in Playa.
Except not before a little bit of drama. So we end up renting this place and we think it has good reviews, but we get there only to realize that it is completely soiled and filthy, and to quote Sienna, smells like feet. We've had a little bit of bad luck with our current Airbnb. You want to tell us about what the problem is, Sienna?
I'll show you. Everything smells like feet. This bathroom smells like feet and it's disgusting.
We wanted to fix this issue, so we tried contacting our host a number of times, but unfortunately he was unresponsive. But the cool thing is that Airbnb stepped in and they ended up communicating with our host and then set us up with a brand new Airbnb, which we ended up liking even more.
Very much so. And also, just to reiterate, Airbnb was great and we've had a lot of success staying with them before this, so our faith was not deterred. After a few days in limbo and staying in Stinky Footlandia, we have a new Airbnb which is super comfy. Sienna, do you like your new spot?
Yeah, I'm going to show you it. I think it's amazing.
We have one more week in the Yucatan to explore until our sister-in-law comes with her family, and then we get to give her the highlight reel. So this is very important research. So we're using Playa del Carmen as a home base to explore the Riviera Maya, which is teeming with Maya culture, past and present. And we have a rental car so we can do that, starting with Chichén Itzá, which is the most famous of them all and a New World wonder. Okay, we're being quiet. Good morning. We're being very quiet because it's still nighttime out and we're in the parking lot of our apartment and people are still sleeping. We are trying to get a jump start on going to Chichén Itzá when it's still dark and cool. Even if it means waking up a little bit early, it's probably going to make for a better experience if we get a jump start on our day. Right. Oh, shh. Wait, okay, I gotta go. To Chichén Itzá even before the park opened, which I feel like is some kind of personal best record. I don't know. For sure. Partially because it is 1 hour earlier in Yucatan State than it is in Quintana Roo, where we were just before this. So that really worked out for us. Okay, see that behind me? This is already the queue for Chichén Itzá on a Thursday when it first opens in low season. So it's not going to be too busy today.
Welcome to Mexico.
Apple? Well, unfortunately, like some of the other archaeological parks we've been to, you can't climb this big pyramid, but we do respect that it's for the preservation of the pyramid. And also, looking back, not everyone in this pyramid's glory days was allowed to climb it, and we are merely peasants and aware of that.
So if you were to search for Chichén Itzá on the internet, you would likely get one of the really iconic pictures of a pyramid. But Chichén Itzá is actually this huge, sprawling complex, and it was a massive city, the center for trade and commerce in the area.
you're driving around the Riviera Maya or the greater Yucatán Peninsula, you'll see signs for all kinds of things you want to stop at, other archaeological parks, cenotes. And so after we saw Chichén Itzá, we had to stop by 2 different cenotes because we were continuing to try to see as many of the 6,000 cenotes that are in the region as much as we can.
Mentioned before, we got a rental car so that we could easily move around and go and see all the different things that we wanted to see. Well, at least some of them.
As many as we could. Yeah. There's a lot.
So the next place we wanted to hit up is Tulum, which is pretty famous. It is both an archaeological park and a small kind of
bohemian city?
But quickly expanding city.
Big day today, we're going to the Tulum ruins. This has been a bucket list item for me for a very long time, so I am pumped.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great day. I am always excited to go to ruins, and then afterwards there's a beach right there, so we get to jump in and cool off. Enjoying this little bit of shaded walkway on the way there because we're told that there aren't any trees around the archaeological site, and so make sure you bring plenty of water and probably some sunscreen, and a hat would also be recommended. Seneca,
Mama.
Where's Mama? Oh, I heard her. We'll go find her.
Cheeky! Seneca, I didn't leave you. Down the coast from Tulum is another archaeological park called Cobá, and if you found Chichén Itzá or Tulum to be a little bit too busy, Cobá will be perfect because it's not quite as popular, although it's still really, really impressive, massive, and it has more pyramids that you can actually climb. We made it to Cobá! 0.001 kilometers into the 2 kilometers, and I can already say I'm grateful for the shade because it is hot in these jungles. guys, are you ready for a little climb? Can you see the levels I'm glistening at? Don't too close.
What I really liked about Cobá is that unlike the other places, the other archaeological parks that we went to, you can rent a bike there, or you can pay someone to kind of drive you around in a bike taxi. And for us, we walked all the way to one of the large pyramids there, which was great. But on the way back, we were super hot, and so we paid for a bike taxi, which ended up being a super fun ride and a much quicker way to get back to our car.
You made it! You made it! How you feeling, my girl?
So hot.
You ready for that Coke?
Yes.
Yeah. How you feeling, Cheeky, after all that?
Hot.
You're hot. Oh my gosh. Probably the best Coca-Cola of my life, or at least recently.
Cola.
If you want to check out a little bit of a different beach scene that's not quite so touristy and crowded, all you have to do is head down the coast.
Yeah, one of the beaches that we checked out is called Puerto Morelos, which used to be a fishing village and has remained relatively undeveloped because right around or all around the area are these mangroves, which are protected habitat, and also have, because of that, protected the area from being too developed, which for us is a good thing.
And for the planet.
We decided to drive over to Puerto Morelos from Playa del Carmen this Saturday afternoon, and even with the weekend, it's still pretty sleepy over here. Just trying to check out a new beach.
Take it a step further and have an even more remote beach experience. We really liked Xcacel, which doesn't have any facilities at it, so you'll have to pack a lunch and bring your blanket or a beach chair if you have one. But we really enjoyed having just a little slice of this beautiful paradise all to ourselves.
After spending a month in the Yucatán Peninsula and seeing a lot of the highlights, we're ready to welcome my sister and her family and show her all the things that we loved.
We'll see you there.
Vamos a la playa.